Hello, welcome back to my channel, the Burrow Home Bar. It is a glorious day here in Scotland. It's very rare, but actually for the last few weeks, it's been lovely. We're actually going to have our very first spritz later today. I'm so excited. And on that note, an Aperol spritz. I have Aperol in this cocktail. So the cocktail I'm making this week is the very famous, the very naked and famous. The reason I'm making this cocktail, so full disclosure, I actually have made this cocktail on this channel years ago, about 3 years ago, and it was part of a video that I done where I made 3 of my favourite ever cocktails. So actually I have made this, but I've never done a whole video dedicated to it on its own, and it was a few years ago. And there's a reason why behind I wanted to make this. So I listened to the Off Menu podcast. I don't know if anyone else does. And they recently had, I can't remember her name, but it was this female chef on there. And she said that for her drinks course, she would have a Naked and Famous. And then Ed Gamble and James Acaster was like, oh, I've not heard of that. What's in that? And then they were talking about chartreuse and they were like, oh, I've heard of chartreuse. And it just really annoyed me that they didn't know exactly what chartreuse was and that they had never heard of a Naked and Famous. And it just got me thinking, I've not had one in ages. That weekend, I think I had it in my head to make, got everything out, realised I had no Mezcal. How annoying is that? So I'd used my last bottle of Mezcal and forgot to buy another one, so I was absolutely raging. So brand new bottle, and I thought this is the first cocktail I'm going to make. I've not done a video for a few weeks and this was the first one that I wanted to do. So it is one of my favourite ever cocktails. It's got 3 of my favourite things in there: Aperol, Mezcal and Yellow Chartreuse. I also love green chartreuse, but yellow's just as good. So it really is the just perfect combination of flavours for me. It's an equal parts cocktail, so it's very simple. It's just 25 mils of everything. It's strong, it's boozy, it's smoky, it's herbal, it's fresh and citrusy. It really is just unbelievable. I love this cocktail, so I'm very excited to make it and drink it on this lovely summery, sunny Scottish day. So, like I said, it's just 25 mils of everything. So, I'll start with the Aperol, get that in there. It's just such a glorious drink. If I'm ever out of an evening, and it really happens so rare that I would see it on a menu, but if I did see it on a menu, I would always order it. It's the same with the Paper Plane, which is my all-time favourite cocktail ever. And I've talked about it so many times on this channel before. I had it in New York where it was invented in the first place at Attaboy, and I had once in Paris. It was unreal. And yeah, it's very, very rare that I would see it on a menu, but if I ever do, I always get a Paper Plane, and I also always get a Naked and Famous as well. If a place has a Paper Plane and a Naked and Famous, you're gonna bet it that I'm gonna get both, obviously. I've already squeezed my lime, so I'll pop that in there as well. Ta-da! It just already smells amazing. I'm so excited. And I love, a splash everywhere. I love the colour as well. It's very similar to a Paper Plane, that colour. I don't know why, I think it looks so inviting, this sort of bright orange, you know. I mean, it is obviously the Aperol. Same with the spritz. There's just something about a bright orange cocktail I absolutely adore. So yeah. Just shake. And then for my garnish, I got a new air fryer just last week, and it's so fancy. It's got a button for dehydrating fruit and things. So it's a dehydration thing. So you can put apple slices, you can put beetroot, and obviously citrus fruit as well. So I was experimenting with some limes and oranges. And yeah, so my garnish is going to be a little dehydrated lime wheel, which I done myself, which is quite cute. So, okay, that is everything shaken up. I'm going to strain it because of all the lime pulp. And then just as a little extra fancy thing, because I've got some baby breath on the side, just some flowers on there as well. Okay. Honestly, if you've never tried this before and you have all the things, it's probably unlikely that you have all of these ingredients and you haven't tried it, to be fair. You know, if you have Yellow Chartreuse and you have Mezcal and everyone's got Aperol, then you probably have had this. But on the off chance that you've never made this and you have these in the house, oh my goodness, it's going to change your life. Okay, it's just me drinking this, so I'm just going to put my finger in. It's taken ages to strain. The lime was really, really pulpy. Come on. I like it to go all the way up to the top of the glass. Okay, that's probably fine. And yeah, just my little wine wheel on the top. And there we go, that is the Naked and Famous. Very famous, very naked. It's not very naked, I have 2 garnishes on there, but yeah, this is one of the classics, one of my favourites. So cheers, let's have a little taste for you. And it has to be, it really does have to be this Mezcal. It's my absolute favourite. I've never actually bought any other ones, but I have had different Mezcal drinks when I've been out, and I don't know, I can just tell that it's not this one. So I do love it. What was it? I can't actually pronounce that. Del Maguvida? No idea, whatever that is. Terrible at pronunciation. So yeah, it really is just glorious. All of the flavours just go together. The Yellow Chartreuse is slightly less dominant than a green, so it's herbal, but it's not kind of kicking you in the face. It really is the Mezcal in this that is the star of the show, I think. It's just so smoky, and you could tell straight away that it's delicious Mezcal. So yeah, that's one of my favourite all-time cocktails, the Naked and Famous. Thank you so much for joining me on the Burrow Home Bar again. I hope you have a glorious day, whatever you're doing. Let me know if you've had this before, if you're planning on making it now. I'm really interested to know your thoughts. Catch you next time on the Burrow Home Bar. Cheers!